The iPhone 12 was actually the first Apple smartphone to support 5G network, and the iPhone 12 actually helped Apple to grow the sales of their smartphone to 100 million units. So the configuration of the iPhone 12 camera was totally changed. But the big question is the iPhone 12 still worth buying in 2025? Well, let's find out together. Before we start this video, I wanted to please like, share and subscribe, as well as turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any update from us as we discuss about iPhones, Android and gadget tips. Alright, so let's get started. The iPhone 12 was launched in October 2020 with its body size and weight totally changed in comparison with the iPhone 11. And the iPhone 12 was a very, compact smartphone at the very least at that time. But anyways, let's talk about the display of the iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone 12 has a sleek modern design and a top-notch display. I'm talking about a Super Retina SDR display. It's 6.1 inches and weighs 164 grams. Now, the iPhone 12 screen has a peak brightness of 1200 nits and a screen resolution of 2532 by 1170 pixels. Now, this phone was actually inspired by the iPhone 5, as it also came with the flat edges as well. Anyways, let's talk about the camera of the iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone 12 camera was the first camera to shoot HDR video with Dolby Vision, but the iPhone 12 was launched with a 12 megapixel by 12 megapixel, which is a dual camera system, a wide and ultra wide 120-degree field of view. It was also the first iPhone to record 4K video recording. Now, here's a video recording of the dual system camera of the iPhone 12. So what do you guys think? And here's a photo of the dual system camera. Now, the front camera is also a 12 megapixel capable camera, which is capable of 4K video up to 60 frames and slow motion video at 1080p up to 240 frames per second. Now, here's a portrait mode and selfie of the front camera. So what do you guys think? And here's a video recording of the iPhone 12 front camera. What do you guys think as well? Well, towards the end of this video, I will actually give a final review concerning the camera, so keep in mind and stick to the end. Now, the night mode of this phone, is quite decent, although modern or latest models of the iPhone are actually quite better. But anyways, let's talk about the battery and chipset of the iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone 12 was launched with a 2815 mAh battery, and when it was launched, it was actually, the battery performance was quite good, and than previous iPhone models, you understand. Although the iPhone 11 Pro Max was still better, which I talked about in this video. In essence, just the 11 Pro Max that was better than the iPhone 12. But the thing about this phone is that you are very unlikely to see an iPhone 12 with 100% battery health, except it's a boosted battery or changed battery. The truth is, sometimes you can get lucky or unlucky with these batteries, but the thing is, in most cases, I would actually suggest you to get a UK used iPhone 12 or a foreign used iPhone 12 with 80% to 90% battery health. Some people even say 70 to 85% battery health. Although some actually bought an iPhone 11 from some time ago with 100% battery health, and so far the customer hasn't complained about the phone. In essence, the customer is actually enjoying using the phone. Now this phone actually comes with 20 watts wired charger along with a MagSafe, which was actually the first iPhone to introduce the MagFace on this phone. Unfortunately, you're unlikely to get a MagSafe on an iPhone 12 now, except it's a refurbished phone, which is very unlikely to, as most times retailers just put the cord and that's all. But anyways, this phone was actually launched with the A14 Bionic Chip, which was really fast and efficient. It was really good for good quality or high quality gaming. Unfortunately, it wasn't resistant to to overheating after 1 hour usage. Although the iPhone 12 performance is good and its its display is brighter than the iPhone 11, you understand. This phone's newer engine could perform up to 11 trillion operations per second. As at now, it must have reduced due to other iPhones being better, and also due to this phone has done lots of iOS updates. Alright, but it can still deliver up to 70% faster performance now, unlike before they can deliver up to 80% performance. So the question is, can this phone play CODM and PUBG very well? Well, you get to know soon towards the end of this video. But anyways, let's talk about the color and the storage of the iPhone 12. As you can see, the color of the iPhone 12 on the screen on this video is black, a very classic and vintage color, but you might prefer a red one or a green or blue or white, or even the latter that which was created, the purple, which is a reality color. And when it comes to storage, there is 4GB option, the 128GB option depending on your location, and the 256GB option. But if storage is a big deal for you, especially if you are a video editor or content creator, you can check this video out after this one. Link is in the description. Now this phone doesn't have expandable RAM nor storage, but it has stereo speakers, which is very great. Anyways, let's talk about the security and software updates on the iPhone 12. Now, as usual, this phone has Face ID, data encryption, and the secure enclave. Now, the Apple App Store is very strict. I mean, very strict, which means it makes it less susceptible for malware attacks from third-party apps, which is actually good. Although I usually advise people to actually use Safari more than Chrome, because if there was to be an attack on the iPhone system, it's more likely to come from Chrome than Safari. But anyways, the iPhone 12 has received iOS 15, iOS 16, iOS 17, and currently iOS 18. Now the iPhone 12 on this screen, like I said earlier, is currently on the iOS 18. Now, and from looks of things, iPhone 12 is expected to receive updates as well up till 2027. Is it going to get iOS 19? Get future views concerning that, future updates from Apple concerning that. So, anyways, it's the iPhone 12 device to buy in 2025. Like I always say in all my review videos, everything depends on your preference. For example, if you're buying this phone because you want to be a content creator, then this is a good device for you. I mean, the camera is much better than the SS Max and older versions. It has 4K video recording and a good peak brightness. I mean, a 1200 nits. And as a gamer, I won't really recommend this phone for you, especially since most of the iPhone 12, the batteries are either boosted, or changed, and they are very unlikely to get, they're very likely to get much hotter quicker than an original battery, which means that instead to stay longer on the game, for like 40 to 1 hour. Now you might have to stay for like 20 to 30 minutes, otherwise the phone battery might drain easily and destroy the battery health as well. But if you just love the iPhone, like you just love to get an iPhone 12 due to you like the build, then a UK used or foreign used iPhone 12 is still a great option for heavy gaming. Personally, I actually prefer the Note Samsung series for gaming. I actually enjoy using the Note 10 Plus to play COD. But if you just love iPhones and you want to use it for a long and extended period of time, I would suggest you just go for the 16 Pro Max, as it has thermal throttling. But again, you can still check out my iPhone 12 Pro Max video, as well as everything has to do with preference, you understand. And yeah, so the question now is the iPhone 12 affordable? Well, it depends on your location, but the truth is, due to the Trump tariffs at the moment to Apple products, most retailers are very likely to increase prices in the coming months. So yeah, but anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment please, because I notice I don't get comments often, and subscribe so you won't miss an update and content from us. My name is Iferia Ifeanyichukwu Conroy Ifemena. So see you next week, Monday, and so long.